Hi, I'm Mark Zipp at Crocker Farm Auction. I'm here to discuss an important example of Southern ceramic folk art that we'll be selling at our July 22nd auction. This devil jug is one of the most famous, one of the most memorable 20th century American face vessels in existence. And we're very happy to offer it at our July 22nd auction. You can see it measures an impressive 20.5 inches tall, and it shows this great expressive devil face. Which either scares away onlookers or perhaps intrigues them to come into the place of business. We have porcelain teeth, heavily incised goatee, a large wavy mustache, great bulging eyes. Two inward curving horns. The nose itself, can you get that, Luke? Even has a wart on it. What sets this piece apart from other brown pottery devil jugs is this great inscription at the base. Graham's Furniture and Hardware Store. Bakersville. Bakersville is actually misspelled, it's lacking the I. NC. Now this outstanding piece was made for Graham's Furniture and Hardware Store's opening in 1941. So there's pretty clear evidence of the exact year that this was made, 1941, by Davis P. Brown. Now, some of you may remember this piece being pictured in Turners and Burners, the well-known book on North Carolina pottery. And in that book, it's actually attributed to another member of the Brown family. But Charlie Brown, a descendant, has indicated sometime in decades past that this piece was actually made by Davis P. Brown. We can see the maker's mark here on the shoulder. Brown Pottery, Arden, NC, handmade. Did you get that all right? You want me to turn it? How about that? Now this exciting piece is one of only two known with advertising for a hardware store, for any place of business. And the other example, sort of the mate to this piece, if you will, is in the collection of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. To our knowledge, this is one of the very best pieces of brown pottery known. It's one of the most famous, as I said, 20th century face vessels known. The size, the artistic nature of the design, and the advertising, the fact that this was a piece that was actually used as a store display, so to speak, just add to the appeal tremendously to this piece. Now, we were given an interesting correspondence with this consignment from sometime in the 2000s, which actually discussed one ceramic scholar hunting down the owners of the Graham Furniture Store in Bakersville, and I actually found Mrs. Brown, and she claimed that it didn't stand in the storefront window for long because it actually scared people away, and it actually, for most of its existence at that store, resided on a shelf somewhere in the back. She had no idea of how it left the store, but apparently it was given to an owner, or an employee by the owner, and she also had no knowledge that it was such a famous jug and that it had publication history. There's actually in a book. So it's an interesting story about the piece's history, and it just goes to show you that some great works of folk art, even by family members, can go relatively unknown and underappreciated. This is an exciting piece. has an illustrious publication, exhibition, auction history, including being featured in the groundbreaking, important face vessel exhibit called Making Faces in the early 2000s. And I doubt we'll ever come across a face vessel from the 20th century as special as this to offer one of our sales. So we're very excited to offer it this Saturday, our July 22nd.